right, and I'm here with Mr. Matthew Johnson, the head of the Dan T. Moore Makerspace. Thanks for taking the time to meet with us today, Mr. Johnson. So we're here in the new wood shop here in the engineering college. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, this is the Samuel Austin Woodshop, which is named after the founder of the Austin Company, which is a local company about 100 years old here in the Cleveland area, kind of a pioneer in building manufacturing, starting off with wood buildings in the early 1900s all the way into steel today. So they're still here and a growing company in the area. Also, many of their C-level leaders are CSU alumni. So they've been kind enough to take interest in the makerspace we have here and sponsor this room.
So how is the workshop being utilized, and what's just the overall background to the woodshop?
So the woodshop is utilized by students and professors. We typically have a lot of common woodshop equipment in here, but mostly what the type of projects students come in to do are associated with research. So for example, I had a grad student come in last week from the biology department needing to create something to house an ultraviolet light on top of so that they could create a confined space to do experiments. So we talked for a little while, and he settled on building kind of a wood compartment that he could create an opening in the top of to attach the ultraviolet light. And so he spent a couple days here in the wood shop just fabricating the wood, then bringing it together to create the design he was looking for.
So you clearly have a lot of equipment throughout the wood shop. Is there anything in particular that stands out then from other wood shops at other schools?
Yeah, I think this piece of equipment behind me here, which is called a ShopBot, is a pretty interesting piece of equipment. If you're familiar at all with what we call CNC machines, which is often found in metal fabrication, it uses a similar process where you can load a drawing into the computer, and then the computer will interpret that drawing in 2 and 3 dimensions, and then using a 3-axis router, which is the main piece of equipment sitting behind me here, it will then begin to carve and shape that piece of wood based on the drawing that you've given it. So similar to maybe like a cabinet door, where you have more than just a flat piece of wood, you have inlays and sort of contours to the wood. This piece of equipment can do all of that in one solid cut, which is pretty interesting.
And then just about the overall space, like how great is to have a not even a new facility, but just a space that looks pretty big and a lot of different equipment within the space?
Yeah, this is a real great asset to the makerspace here. Most people, when they think about makerspaces, think about having some 3D printing and laser cutting, but having a full-blown wood shop is a real plus. Not only having the type of equipment that we have in here, but the fact that we're in a new building. There's brand new vac system in here, so that as you look around the room, you see several funnels that extract all the dust and debris out to a vac system that's in the back of the building, which is really nice when it comes to sawdust and cleanup and just keeping the place tip-top shape.
Well, thank you for taking the time with us. We appreciate all the information. This was Matt Poshedley and Adam Schabel with the Cleveland Stater signing out.